Well, it was very interesting to see President Bola Tinubu cutting, slashing, his travel convoy by 60%. That's a lot. I mean, and it's a very good news. I mean, I was thinking, what's President Bola Tinubu doing? Is he trying to, be a nice person, or does it mean that he's now listening to the people? Does it mean that he now hears what the people is saying and all of that? Does it mean that this man is trying to, make use of this platform that he has, whichever way, whether we think that they rigged it, he rigged the election and all of that, and then he wants to make use of it to the best and the best of Nigerians. Well, the questions that begin to arise in our minds. Well, thank you very much for keeping pace with us. There's still serious matters here at ONF TV. Please do drop your comment, make them simple and simple, and don't forget to share our videos either now. President Bola Tinubu has directed cost-cutting measures on official travels affecting his office, the Vice President's office, and office of the First Lady. Our presidential spokesperson Ajuri Ngelale disclosed this to State House correspondents on Tuesday at the presidential villa. Well, according to him, the decision was part of cost-cutting measures of the presidency. He said that the decision will affect the office of the president and that of the vice president, the first lady, ministers, and heads of agencies. Well, he said Tinubu has directed that all states' entourage be drastically reduced. This is not a request, it is a directive. The office of the president and staff will be affected. Vice president appointees are affected by this directive. He said there will be a slashing of expenditure on official travel by 60%. He said, consequently, the president is limited to 20 number of staffs outside when he's going to travel outside the country. He also said every minister is limited to having just 4 members of staff on any foreign trip, while heads of agencies are limited to just 2. Well, Ngelale said to Tinubu, I say that he will no longer travel with huge security delegations to any state in the country. The presidential spokesperson had said that the president, whenever he travels to any state, the security in that state will take care of his security. And the same applies to the vice president and other top, government officials, which I think is a very, very good development when you look at the outrage that came up, with respect to the convoy of President Bola Tinubu in Lagos, when he visited Lagos the first time, and even during this Christmas, you saw the number of vehicles, all these movements cost, money. And we cannot be saying that there is no money and then we are wasting, money, when things can be done, at a more cheaper, rate. Well, to be much more precise, the office of the president will go, when going on international trips outside the country, foreign trips, whichever way you want to put it, it's now going to be only 20 persons. The vice president, 5 persons. The first lady, 5 persons. A minister, 4 persons, and chief executive officers, 2 persons. If it's going to be on a local trip, the president goes with 25 persons, the vice president 15 persons, the first lady 10 persons. Tinubu has said he will no longer travel, like I said, with huge security delegations to any state. And so if the president travels to any state, the security in that state, like I said earlier, will take care of his safety. And the same applies for the vice president and everybody. Now, a lot of beautiful comments have been rolling in with respect to this decision by President Bola Tinubu. Someone said that Tinubu has done the noble one, like some miscreants, that were originally defending his entourage like grace. Shame on them. I wonder where they will hide their face now. Well, it seems he's listening to what people say now, especially the denunciation that occurred after the Dubai visit with 1,411 delegates. And of course, somebody said, good job, Mr. President. And I think with actions and, decisions like this, Mr. President seemed to be garnering, the love of Nigerians, especially young ones, where we fall in. When we have a leader that is listening to us, a leader that's, that listens to us, then we're good to go. You understand? I think that was what Peter Obi had, always, so when I saw this, I was like, oh, I hope President Bola Tinubu is not copying, but then he has the platform. He has the platform, and so he's making use of every opportunity he has to make sure that, he, gets the attention and the love of Nigerians. Well, a senator or former senator had said that that governors should follow suit on the 60% travel delegation slash. This is coming from Senator Shehu Sani, who said, who has commended the president's cost-cutting directive on travel expenses, urging state governors to follow suit. While taking to his ex-handle, formerly Twitter, on Tuesday, Shehu Sani described the initiative as a right step in the right direction. He wrote, the 60% slash in foreign and local travel expenses of the president, vice president, and other top government officials is a commendable step in the right direction. Cutting the cost of governance, like Peter Obi we always say, is indispensable in any serious economic reform. We are beginning to remind ourselves that we are a developing country with multiple economic needs, and realizing the urgency to cut wastage and extravagances. State governors should follow suit and plow the proceeds to basic or vital needs of their people. Well, thank you very much for keeping pace with us. Don't forget to share videos or drop your comment. The platform is free. It's free for you now to drop your comments. Let's just make them simple and civil. We'll appreciate you. And of course, don't forget, I beg now, please share videos with others. My name is Olukunle Browns. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.